Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome to Mantika Jombang Students Gallery, the 15-minute podcast with all the great students in Mantika Jombang, the students that has won so many competitions, and we have very special guest today. We have Alfe. Welcome to this podcast, Afe. How are you today?
Pretty good actually. I am in a pretty good mood. I've just finished my PowerPoint for tomorrow.
Yeah.
Tomorrow.
What kind of subject that need
Uh,
PowerPoint?
It's what is it? It's a religion. What is it? We call it Akita Akhlak.
I see. So
Yes.
you need to do like presentation.
Yes.
You need to prepare for presentation
Yes.
slides. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So Afe, you have to be proud because you are chosen as the first guest in our first podcast. So, how do you feel?
Well, actually, pretty. It's it's a tough spot to be in. Like, for me, I want to be like the first guest. Like, it's really a great experience for me, but also like heavy responsibility because as as the
Volunteer, as
yes,
the first volunteer.
the first volunteer, like
Trial and error.
yes. So yeah, but I am really excited to be here, and yeah.
Okay, so after talking about your activities in Mantika Jombang, can you just give us like your experience while being in Mantika Jombang, and also you are living in your Islamic boarding house, right?
Yes.
Boarding school, sorry, boarding school, right? So, how can you balance your time being students in Mantika Jombang and also in your Islamic boarding school?
For me, it's just about scheduling your time. Like the thing is that normal school life, the formal school, is very different from
School
the Islamic
hour.
boarding school.
Yeah.
Yes. So for me, it's just about giving the right time, the right amount of time for each and every life. So for example, because in Mantika Jombang, there is a fixed schedule.
Start from early in the
From
morning,
early in the morning.
till the afternoon. Yeah.
Yes, till the afternoon or the evening, and after that, it's just a matter of time until I get back to my Islamic boarding school, and continue my studies there. So yeah, it's just about time.
Until what time did you study there? I mean, in your Islamic boarding school,
Um,
late night.
For me, the fixed schedule given to me by the administrators of my Islamic boarding school is until like 9 p.m. 9 p.m. And then at 9 till 10 p.m. We can go outside the Islamic boarding school and
Having some refreshment.
yes, having some fun, like buying some food or buying some drinks, going to some places like we have the sports center, like and then we came back. For me, after we go back to the Islamic boarding school, that is where I really started to study a lot because usually after 10 p.m. if there is no
Schedule, yes.
activities in my Islamic boarding school, I usually read a book or discuss with my friends about the future, or sometimes my friends ask about some subjects that they don't really know, and I show them about that kind of subject.
This is like a sharing session with your friends, also deep talk, yeah, with your friends. Okay.
Yes.
So, have you ever felt like bored? Because like this is just like habitual actions, habitual activities to be done every single day. Have you ever feel like bored?
It's not bored. I'm not bored. I just feel pressure. Like sometimes in a formal school life, we have like we have to do this task. We have to do this
Lots of
presentation.
subjects. How many subjects do they have in school?
I think 18 probably, 18 or 17, like
Okay.
it's a lot. And then we go back to our Islamic boarding school, and then you know you have to study this book, you have to translate this book, and then so on and so forth. So it's just about the pressure. And for me, time after time, the pressure for me, the feeling is there has been ups and downs. Like usually at the beginning of year program, that is where the pressure really gets. Like I feel really pressured, like at the beginning of a year. But at the end
As
of the
time
year,
goes by.
as time goes by, for me the pressure goes down bit by bit until I don't feel any pressure left. You know.
And you feel like homesick while being under pressure, maybe you feel like I want to go home, I want to be free, just like what is it, be back to my home and meet my parents and doing some refreshment. So how many times do you go home in a year?
In a year, probably like three times. Each of those 3 times, I have been given like 2 weeks, 2 weeks to go home and then return to my Islamic boarding school. But for me, I have never been like homesick. I just feel pressured, like imagining stuff, like imagine if my parents were here. I don't need to think about food. I don't need to think about anything. I just
Because while living in your Islamic boarding school and and being in Mantika Jombang, you are the one who responsible for you yourself without your
Yes.
parents, right?
Yes.
It's so hard, I think. I never like experiencing something like that, so it's just like, wow, for me, yeah. It's a good job. So, can you just tell us your personal life? I mean, while you are at home,
at home.
your activities.
And
Of course, it's different while you are in Mantika Jombang and also at home. Maybe you did some different activities. Can you just tell us?
When I go back home, the first thing that I always do when I get up early in the morning after praying subuh, I always play chess, and listening to music. Listening to music for me it ups my mood. Like energetic music ups my mood, and playing chess, you know, levels up my concentration and my thinking, my logic. So yeah, that is my routine in
Well, at
early in
home.
the morning. Yes,
So,
after playing chess, I usually go outside, riding a bicycle, and meeting my friends, and then usually at 10 p.m. 10 a.m. 10 a.m. I go back home and just open my laptop and
playing game.
yes, I usually play games, but the majority of my time actually I watch YouTube videos about sciencey stuffs
see.
or something
So-
that is interesting to me. Like there is a wide range of topics that I would like to see, and yeah, because like YouTube is endless, like so yeah.
Okay, so it's a good activity to be done at home, yeah. Those activities you can do at your Islamic boarding school, like listening to music and watching YouTube video and so on and so forth. So can you just give tips, yeah? So this is the last question. Tips like, what is it? The motivation that you can give to the viewers. I mean, for them that they have the same condition with you. I mean, living at the Islamic boarding school and they have to live far away from their parents. Do you have some motivation for them?
For me, the biggest motivation is just don't quit. Don't quit in the middle of the
School year.
yes, like don't quit in the middle of your
Journey.
journey. Yes, in the middle of journey because in here we learn a lot about like organizing our own schedule because we ourselves are responsible for our being, not other people, and yeah, we can learn stuff from organizations to stuffs that like unimaginable, like for someone living outside Islamic boarding school, they can't imagine like how much stuff just can they learn just being inside the boarding school. So yeah, for me, just my single motivation is just don't quit. So yeah,
Just do your best.
do
yeah.
your best.
And finish your journey. Okay, so Afe, thank you so much for sharing, and I hope all the viewers can get can get the gist, can get the message from our podcast today that living in an Islamic boarding school while having school in the Mantika Jombang is not so bad. Yeah,
Yes.
so we just need to enjoy our life. Just need to be grateful for what we have. Yeah, so thank you so much, Afif, for coming to our first podcast.
Yes.
And guys, see you on the next podcast. And bye bye. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.